Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3. Last time, we finished up some of the cutscenes involved in this particular location. And if you're unaware of where I am, I will tell you how to get here in a moment. I am back in the EVS on the Mercava, and this is where we had our meeting with sellers. So, that light path on the top is how we came this way. I just basically backtracked all the way through the area. Now I'm going to walk around just to kind of show you whereabouts we are, just to give you an idea of what everything looks like, because it's basically just go straight forward. But I had one thing I wanted to talk to you about before that. Now, you ever get that feeling when you're playing a game and you have that big sense of accomplishment where you've finally done something it's taken you forever to do? Yeah, this is pretty much how you get through here. It's the same spot where we met with sellers. And you get that sense of accomplishment when you finally get this one thing that you spent probably too much time on in a game, and you're so happy and it's all of a sudden you just got it. Then, just as you're about to reap your just rewards, it freezes on you. Yeah, well that kind of happened to me today, and all I have to say about it at this point is, thanks Niantic, and fix your shit. Anyway, we're on the second floor in our mechs. If you forget how to get here, you have to go and take the elevator to the 5th floor, and then take the lower left path to get all the way down to the 2nd floor, and then take the upper path on the top right in order to get here. Now, the button we pressed at the start of the episode releases the lock here so that we can get these items. I'm not going into any great detail on how to get from place to place since we just did it in the last episode or two, so you can always check back there. More importantly, we get a very valuable reward out of things. Let's take a look here at the generator. Yeah, 750 from 630. It's very nice. I would actually, yes, I'm going to give that to Dina. And the specific reason for that is this costs 300, so I can do 2 of those with this generator. And over here, that costs 300, so I can do 2 of them with that one. This one costs 380. I think we're still off by a little bit, but if I play around in here and make use of this guy, I would be able to use that twice too. And I may end up doing that, depending on how I balance things out and for specific instances. Anyway, that's pretty much all we need to do today. If you recall last time, we also finished up all the other stuff that we can accomplish at the moment, which I believe was just segment files. I believe I did those last time, did I not? Yeah, they all look complete now, so I guess I did. Anyway, with that being said, once you are ready and once you've saved, you may go in here and speak with Matthews. Now, I believe at this point they've also opened the this third to last, or the next level of Haycox, if you're interested in that. I think the prize for that one is Ziggy's swimsuit, or Jin's swimsuit, or somebody's swimsuit. I don't care. It really doesn't matter, so don't worry about that. Anyway, enough side events. Let's go save everybody on the Durandal. And that's Omega. Oh boy.
Damn it! Then we'll circle around to the dock.
Wouldn't that be our first choice of places to go anyway?
I'll apologize to Guinan later. We're getting in there even if we have to rip out the walls!
Well, if you're going to the dock, then you shouldn't have to blow it up, but I guess it's closed. Seems kind of weird. Where were they going in the first place? I have no idea. But anyway, we're in now, even though we blew a nice big hole in the Durandal, and probably killed some people with that. Well, got every type of person imaginable. Human, Realian, 100 series Realian, Combat Realian.
No, they're all... Junior, they're all...
I believe this scene was also censored.
Sorry, but don't say anything to me right now. I'm not cool-headed enough to keep calm after seeing something like this.
I know. This time, even I'm going to get emotional.
Now, considering...
I can't stay quiet after what they've done.
What those 3 characters that have spoken so far have gone through, specifically in the previous episode, but especially the character dynamic between the 3, not just their emotional situations, but what they've gone through and what they've talked about. It's very nice to see something like this, especially, like, I kind of wish Junior's voice actress would have put a little more emotion into the performance, but aside from that, the fact that Ziggy's going to admit that he's probably going to get emotional as well, considering all of the times he's been telling Junior not to, and then him exploding with anger at Voyager at the end of episode 2, it does make sense that he would be able to show some emotion here too, and it's just kind of a good bonding moment between the characters.
Yeah. First, we'll rescue the survivors. Let's go!
Probably a good idea. Now, it's kind of interesting, you know, we've played through how many hours? 31 hours. I did a little bit of grinding last time. Got about, I think, a level, maybe a level and a half. I did it all in the mech fights. I specifically wanted to work on these guys, so we got up to level 3 on the single targeting ones and up to level 2 on the multi-targeting ones. We'll get, except for him, because, you know, we're not going to use him. But anyway, yeah, considering the first 2 games we spent pretty much all the game on either this ship or in the Kukai Foundation, which we can't go to right now. It's not connected, so there's a reason for that. But, you know, we can't even take this elevator, which at one point used to send us to the Kukai Foundation or to Milsha or whatever. But yeah, we can't really do it. We haven't done any of that so far in this game, which has been rather different. We've actually spent pretty much every time going to different areas. And if you hear vibrating, that's my phone, and I'm ignoring that call. You probably can't hear it, but I'll mention it anyway because it's distracting. Okay, so isolation area I think is our end goal. Don't go there yet. I don't think we can do too much, but let's go to the park first. I believe there's a segment address door here, so let's do that. Glad I remembered to actually put my phone on silent. I see that every once in a while in like outtakes for YouTubers. They're in the middle of doing a scene and all of a sudden their phone goes off. And I was just like, I gotta make sure I remember to turn that off. Well, that first battle was a repeat, but this one, I don't think we've faced the VX 9000 yet. Strong against beam, weak to ice and fire. Sure, why not? I'm gonna go with an ice attack. In fact, oops, let's show off something. Vertikizer Fury. So, like I said, unless they're weak to it, probably not the best choice as far as being economal EP-wise. But it is an ice elemental attack. It does a little more damage than the other one. It tends to kill one of the soldiers, since one of the soldiers has less HP. I guess that would have been type B, and the other one survived. So, not the best if you're trying to get lots of kills. So, oh well, I guess. Look at Jin go, doing lots of damage. Gotta love that. Go. And let's just use a normal attack there. And maybe another one. And then Shion, hopefully you should be able to... Actually, you're strong against beam, aren't you? Yeah, I probably got to hit you one more time. And yeah, so that should be fine there. You just need to guard. And I guess Shion gets the lucky shot there. Actually, you know what? KOS-MOS needs to catch up there on her special attack. She hasn't killed as many people with it. I like trying to level them up kind of consistently, you know, with each other so that I have an idea of how much damage I'm going to do, even though the sheer damage from each of them is more dependent on their own stats and the ability of that specific skill than anything else. But yeah, the enemies around here mostly are the same, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. I don't think there's anything floating around over here. But yeah, the whole point of coming to here is more just for items. There might be a cutscene up here. There's a cutscene in most of the areas we can go in this area, but there's also a bunch of people we can kill, so let's do that. Okay, there's a couple of enemies in here. I took care of both of them. Do note that this probably looks a little bit different than it did last time we were here, but that's, I guess, neither here nor there. They like to change the areas on us, and there's segment address number 6, which we don't have the decoder for, and I don't think we get it until a dungeon or two later. So not much we can do there. On this side, there's no back area we can go into, or at least not right now, and I don't think there's anything else. There's a little thing here. I think in one of the games there was something here, because it doesn't look, you know, completely different than it did before, but it looks a little bit different. I don't think there's anything else we can gather there. No, let's go on the right one. There we go. The enemies respawn? No, they did not. Oh, the enemies that I did fight, by the way, were the mechanical enemies at the start of Mercava. You just go to the, like, literally the first screen that has enemies in it, kill the 3 enemies there, zone in and out, and only 2 of them respawn, but it's really fast to zone in and out. No elevators that you have to wait for or anything like that, so it's really straightforward, really fast, and they do drop a lot of really good items. Nano repair DXs, all repairs, half repairs, ether cores. You get a lot of money by grinding against them. I probably only fought them for maybe half an hour. It really didn't take me all that long to do what I was going to do. Let's take a look at my items, yeah. Let's see here, scroll down. Yeah, as you can see, Nano Repair DX, I got a huge amount of those. You can sell all of your Nano Repairs by the time you get these, and you got a whole bunch of those. Probably most of the healing items I'll need for the rest of the game. So, there you go. And then, yeah, look at that. Oh, I gotta sell my ether cores. The enemies around here also drop ether cores. I may have to run back to the ship. Okay, I just killed the enemies in here, and I ran back and sold all 95 of those. 140,000 G from all those ether cores, because they drop really commonly from those mechs that you fight in your mechs. They also drop from the mechs that you fight in character form, but those battles take way longer. So very effective way of getting money if you're interested in doing that. Ah, they're both captured, which we kind of saw. They've been taken to the residential area, which tells us where we need to go. And here we get an update file. Very nice. And you don't say anything. And I don't think we can actually get to the bridge. But yeah, you talk to the one guy, he tells you that they've been taken to the residential area, and that pretty much tells us where we need to go next. I don't think we can do anything at the isolation area until after. So yeah, let's head here. Ah, we got a save point. That's always good for a free heal. And more enemies to take care of off screen. Healing first, though. Yeah, healing is nice. And I will be right back when I find these enemies. There they are. Okay, finished off those 2 battles there. I don't think anybody else is alive to say anything around here. But if we head into here, you would expect, oh, they're around here, so we should see cutscenes. You would be wrong. There aren't any cutscenes, and you basically are just supposed to run through what used to be a very straightforward path is now more of a labyrinth. Alright, so disengage lock to the right. Try and disengage the lock. You have to release the central lock before you can release any of the other locks. So we have to go to an area that they don't identify where it is. And as you can see, there are a lot of different areas we can go to. Oh, I guess I can show this off. I was about ready to pause it, but anyway, so we have some newer guys here, and we have 2 more variants of soldiers. Unless these are the same soldiers we saw before, I don't know. They all blend together because they don't really change at all. Anyway, we got some Raging Sea. And let's see. So these are the ones, the B soldiers seem to be the ones that are a little bit weaker. Screw it. Let's just use Inferno. Whatever. I always try and find a way. If they have two of the same soldiers in there that are going to take equal amount of damage from Urtikaiser, then I try and use it to get huge amounts of break on them, and then I follow it up with either K-Axe or K-Pike. Unfortunately, I don't have whatever K equivalent is for for mechanical, which is the only one I really need, but oh well. That's unfortunate, and that one probably died. Yeah. It's very difficult around here to get all of the enemies killed with an all attack. So one thing I do tend to do is make good use of Jin, because he has a powerful single targeting attack that takes down the mechanical enemies pretty quickly. And yeah, see, every time I don't want them to critical, they tend to critical, and then it's very difficult to get the kills the way you want them to. We'll slow you for the moment, or if you could miss, that works too. And there's a counterattack. And Shion's broken. Ouch! That sucked. You are strong to fire, so let's not use fire. Let's just use that. There we go, got some good damage out of that. And then, yeah, just use Dragon Dance, which is great against pretty much all the mechs in here, because, yeah, he's not weak to it, but look at that damage. I've seen him do over 5,000, almost 6,000 damage. Some of the soldiers can barely drop HP upgrades if you're into that. Probably not worthwhile. It's more effective to grind because we'll be able to buy them in the next chapter and a half, I think. Anyway, so go to the first fork, head north, then west here to go over here, fight this guy. And we do have another one. So yeah, there's two of these mechs. When you get two of them like this, I think it's almost best to use Urtikaiser. It just makes the battle a lot easier, and you don't have to struggle with normal Urtikaiser, because neither of them are strong or weak against it. If they were both weak against it, that'd be great too, but it builds up their break gauge pretty fast. I probably should have healed in between battles, but oh well. It's just they have so much HP that it takes forever to do some of these fights. There's Ether down. Of course, go after the one that's really weak. I could probably get away with another Urtikaiser without killing them. But yeah, if you go in there and you just run into two of them like this, it's probably more time effective and even AP effective to just do it this way. There's always that save point you can run back to after you've done your initial jump in here to unlock the doors. Okay, and we should get a Raging Sea. And hopefully Xion can kill them. There we go. Actually got everyone killed in one fight. That's rare in here. And you still get junkie drops from some of them. Before I go too much further, Junior, do a good deed and heal everybody up for me. Okay, so blow up all these things and get something, I think. Blow up that one. Medkit L. And another Medkit L. Okay, that's fine. And through this door, there should be some enemies over here, I'm sure. Including this one. Yes. And apparently some of the enemies around here also drop strength upgrades. It might be one of the mechs, it might be one of the soldiers. I'm not sure. But what was really funny about that fight is they used Medica S all. It healed 105. It was sad. It was kind of funny, but it was sad. Alright, go straight this way. Okay, after taking care of the two enemies that were here, and now we can go get this. Rejuvenator. Sure, why not? We can hit this thing here, which is the central lock. And doing this, unlocks all the doors. And most of the doors were locked. I think some of them were probably unlocked, but most of them are unlocked. Unfortunately, even though we've done that, I think, if I remember correctly, we still have to go to the side and press the switch in order to go into any of these doors. Yeah, we still have to press the side of the door in order to actually go in, which is kind of weird. Anyway, let's do a couple of them here this time. Many of these rooms are identical or mirror images of each other. Some of them have things in it, some of them don't. I am going to try and figure out which ones I want to actually go into because, like I said, some of them are completely pointless. Presumably like this one. Just like this one. So I'm going to figure that out in between episodes because I haven't gone through this area in quite some time. But until then, let's clear up this upper path first just to kind of keep continuity and not confuse ourselves too much. Some of them have enemies in it as well. As you can see, the room's kind of reversed from what it was. The plants are this side this time, and those big things are dead center. And we get an item. Is it good? It is a blue star. Blow up you. Anything else I can blow up around here? No. Okay. Blue star. Probably, considering what we've found before, I would guess that gives me... no, it's here. Blue star would be more EP. Yeah, 100 EP, which is fine. Okay, you get an ether pack. Now, the one that they showed on screen was kind of in the middle of like a little foyer or something like that. And by that I mean, when we unlocked all the doors, it showed us one specific door that got unlocked. It was in the middle of a foyer, kind of a lower tier from kind of the surrounding area. Well, that's the one we need to open last, because that's the one that progresses with the story. So anyway, we've cleared out the first few rooms there, and next time we'll clear out the rest of them that actually have things in them, and if they don't have anything in them, we'll probably be skipping them. So anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.